Good morning, dear students. In today's class, we will be discussing about the growth and development of infant. So we can see what is an infant and what is infancy period in the first few slides. So infancy is a period that begins at the end of first month and ending at 12th month. So after newborn period is for the first 28 days or for first 1 month, and after that the child enters into the infancy period and it will be continued till 12th month or first 1 year, that is first birthday of the child. So this period is known as infancy period or infancy. We can see the meaning of infant or the term meaning of infant. The term infant is derived from the Latin word infans, that means unable to speak. Unable to speak, that indicates the extreme helplessness. So during this first 1 year, child needs assistance or help in all his needs like feeding or bathing or toileting. For every needs, he needs some help from the primary caregiver or his parents. So the term infants, that is meaning is unable to speak, and it is originated from a Latin word. So hope you are clear with the meaning of infant. Definition of infancy period already we have seen, and again an infant is a human child at the youngest stage of life, specifically 1 month after birth to 1 year. So till first birthday till 12th month, the child is known as infant, and that is about a human child at the youngest stage of life, specifically 1 month after birth to 1 year. So this is about the definition of infancy period. Hope you all are clear. So next we can see the growth and development of the child, that is the physical growth and development including the biological development. So we can see the proportional changes what happens in the biological development, that is the growth of the baby. So we can see the first point, that is the weight of the child. So how the proportional changes are occurring or how the weight is increasing in an infant. So infants gain 680 gram, that is 1.5 pounds per month until 5 months of age. So this is the proportional change which is happening in the weight of the baby. So in the first 5 months after birth, 600 gram is added to the birth weight of the baby, or 1.5 pounds is added to the birth weight of the baby every month in the first 5 months of life. So normally the birth weight of the newborn is in the range of 2.5 to 3.5 kg. 2.5 to 3.5 kg. So every month 680 gram is added to that birth weight, and the child becomes, at 6 months the birth weight become doubled. For example, if the birth weight of the newborn is at 3 kg, we can expect that it will be doubled by 6 months. That means it will be around 6 kg by 6 months. So that is a proportionate change in the weight of the infant. Okay. So average weight at 6 months is 7.26 kg. Average weight at 6 months can be 7.26 kg. So it increases by half of that amount, that is 340 gram during the second 6 months. That is, the first initial weight gain was very large in amount, that is 680 gram in the first 5 months. It becomes half, that is 340 gram after 6 months, during the second 6 months. So in the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months, the average increase will be 340 gram. It is the half of the first 5 months weight gain. At 1 year, birth weight is tripled. So the birth weight will be tripled by 1 year. That means if the birth weight was at 3 kg, we can expect 3 into 3, that is 9 kg at 1 year. So it will be tripled, doubled at 6 months and tripled at 1 year of life. So you can calculate the weight of the infant with the help of this particular formula. That is age in months plus 9 by 2. Age in months plus 9 by 2. For example, if the child is with 6 months of age, 6 plus 9, 15 by 2, that is 7.5 kg. Okay, that is a way how you have to calculate the weight of the infant if you know the month of or age in months of the child. So one more example, if it is 7 months, 7 plus 9, that is 16 by 2, that is 8 kg. Okay, that is the way how you have to calculate the weight of the infant. So all as a summary, every month in the first 5 months of life, the child will be gaining 680 gram and the child becomes double the birth weight at 6 months, and it will be triple at 1 year, and in the second 6 months per month weight gain will be 340 gram. So this is about the weight of the child, and the formula how to calculate the weight of the infant is, if we know the age of the baby in months, infant's age in months, that is age in months plus 9 by 2. So write down the weight calculation formula in the note and understand it properly. Next we can see the second measurement, that is a growth assessment, which can be done, and the proportional changes in the length of the infant. So the first 6 months, the child will be increasing the length by 2.5 centimeter. So length, we are indicating the length because normally the infant will be in a lying down position. So we take length of the infant. So it will be increasing by 2.5 centimeter every month in the first 6 months. Okay, just similar to the weight of the baby, every first 6 months, every month in the first 6 months it will be increasing by 2.5 centimeter. Second 6 months, the increase is by 1.25 centimeter, that is the half of the 2.5 centimeter, that is 1.25 centimeter. So the weight and the height will become the half of the first 6 months. Okay, that is a increase by 1.25 centimeter. So the normally the birth length of the baby will be average 47 to 50 centimeter, 46 or 47 to 50 centimeter is expected birth length of the baby, and this 2.5 centimeter will be added to the birth length in first 6 months every month, and in the second 6 months it will be increasing by half, that is 1.25 centimeter. And average length is 65 centimeter at 6 months and 74 centimeter at 1 year. So this is the average length of the baby, that is 65 centimeter at 6 months and 74 centimeter at 1 year. So the weight was double and triple in the 6 months and 1 year, that is 7.26 kg average at 6 months and 9.75 kg average at 1 year. So birth length is 65 and 74 centimeter. So birth length has increased by almost 50 percentage by 1 year. So 50 percentage of the birth weight, birth length, that is nearly 25. If the child is with it 50 centimeter length, the 50 percentage of that is nearly 25. So it is added, that is 50 plus 25, that is again approximately 74 to 75 centimeter at 1 year. So birth length has increased by almost 50 percentage by 1 year. So 50 percentage of the birth length will be increasing during this first 1 year. Hope all of you are clear with the birth length and the weight of the baby. Next, growth assessment which will be done, and the proportional changes is regarding head circumference. Head circumference. So first 6 months, the head circumference, the head size will be increasing by 1.5 centimeter per month. So the first 6 months it will be increasing by 1.5 centimeter per month of the baby, and average size at 6 months is 43 centimeter. So newborn we will be discussing later. So newborn birth head circumference was nearly 33 to 36 centimeter, 33 to 35 or 36 centimeter. So that will become 43 centimeter at 6 months. Average it will become 43 centimeter at 6 months, and second 6 months the increase is by 0.5 centimeter per month. So this increase in the first 6 months is decreased very rapidly into only 0.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter becomes 0.5 centimeter per month in the second 6 months. So first 6 months fastly it was growing. Now in the second 6 months that particular growth will become slightly decreasing. And average size at 12 month is only 46 centimeter only. So 36 to 43 centimeter increase in the first 6 months, from 43 centimeter only 46 centimeter, only 3 centimeter difference in the 12 months. So this is about the head circumference of the baby, proportionate changes what happens. So from a 36 centimeter or 35 to 36 centimeter at birth becomes 43 centimeter at 6 months and 46 centimeter at 1 year. And in the first 6 months increase is by 1.5 centimeter per month, and in the second 6 months it will be increasing by 0.5 centimeter per month. So by 1 year it increases by 33 percentage. So head size will be increasing nearly 33 percentage. Closure of the fontanelle occurs posterior by 6 to 8 weeks and anterior by 12 to 18 months. So fontanelle, that is the area in which the fusion of different 4 bones are happening. There is different types of fontanelles in your head. So anterior and posterior. So posterior, so important landmarks are anterior and posterior. Posterior fontanelle will be closing by 6 to 8 weeks and anterior by 12 to 18 months. So you can see that where the sutures are uh, joining, there we can see the fontanelle. So you can see the anterior fontanelle and the posterior fontanelle. So from the sagittal suture and the lambdoidal suture where it is joining, there you can see the posterior fontanelle, and where this coronal suture and the coronal suture uh, like for frontal bone and the parietal bone is joining, there we can see the anterior fontanelle. Okay, this is about the some of the important two fontanelle that you can see in the picture. This is the anterior fontanelle, and the towards the back there is a posterior fontanelle. So posterior will be very small, so it will be closing early by 6 to 8 weeks, 1.5 month, and later by 12 to 18 months, that is 1 to 1 year, 1.5 year of life, the anterior fontanelle, which is very big in size, will be closing. So this is the two openings which can be seen where the sutures are fusing. So that is about the fontanelle and the closure of the fontanelle during the infancy period. Next is regarding the chest circumference. So already we have seen that growth assessment. Next point is chest circumference. So lateral diameter is becoming larger than anteroposterior diameter. So when you are observing the newborn's diameter, newborn's chest, it is cylindrical in nature. Cylindrical in nature, that means the anterior posterior diameter is equal to the lateral, mediolateral or the lateral diameter. So that is the cylindrical. So all direction it will be having the same diameter. But when you are looking at an adult, the anterior posterior diameter will be smaller comparing to the lateral diameter. So this phenomena will be becoming in this infancy. So the lateral diameter is becoming larger than the anteroposterior diameter. So you have to understand that in a newborn it is in the cylindrical shape. That means anteroposterior diameter is equal to lateral diameter, and during the infancy period it becomes changed. That is, lateral diameter is slowly increasing than the anteroposterior diameter. So this is the one important change which happens in the chest of the baby. At birth, chest circumference will be 1 inch less than head. So that means 31 to 33 centimeter is the expected chest circumference at newborn period, which was 33 to 36 or 33 to 35 centimeter of head circumference. So 1 inch or 2 to 3 centimeter less than the head circumference, the chest was very small, but at 1 year it becomes equal to the head circumference. So chest circumference and the head circumference becomes equal at 1 year of the child. So this is about the chest circumference. Okay, the diameter changes are occurring and fastly it is growing. The chest circumference is increasing comparing to the head, because birth time the chest circumference was 1 inch less than the head circumference, but at 1 year head and the chest becomes equal, the diameters become equal. So this is about the chest circumference. So hope you all understood what I am discussing now. So next is regarding the vital signs. So this will be changing according to the child's age. So in infant newborn you will be discussing. So in first 1 month the pulse will be 130 plus or minus 20, respiration will be 35 plus or minus 10, and blood pressure 80 by 50 plus or minus 20 by 10. In 3 months again it will be 130 plus or minus 20, 35 plus 1 or minus 10 in respiration, and 80 by 50 plus or minus 20 by 10. In 6 months it is slightly decreasing, the pulse is decreasing into 120 plus or minus 20, respiration becomes 31 plus or minus 9, and the blood pressure becomes 90 bar 60 plus or minus 28 bar 10. In 12 months 150 plus or minus 20, respiration 30 plus or minus 10, and blood pressure 96 bar 66 plus or minus 30 bar 24. So you can observe that pulse, respiration, these are decreasing. The rate is decreasing, and blood pressure, that is slightly increasing. So in 1 month it was 80 bar 50, that becomes 96 bar 66 at 1 year. So this is the change which happens in the vital signs of an infant. Pulse and respiration will be coming down and it becomes stabilizing during this period or childhood period, and blood pressure, it was low on the newborn period, and in the first month it is slightly increasing. So these are the some of the changes which can be expected in the vital signs and the values which can be expected in the infancy. The next growth which can be measured is dentition. So the appearance of the teeth or eruption of teeth. So the primary teeth production starts at 5 to 7 months. So in the previous class also we have seen that, like oral stage, in infancy the rapid changes are occurring, or the child's sense of pleasure or the area of pleasure is in the mouth, and first 6 months it will be oral passive stage, and with the eruption of the teeth the child becomes aggressive, that is already we discussed. So the primary teeth production is expected, the first teeth appearance is expected after 5 to 7 months. After 5 months or between 5 to 7 months we can expect the appearance of eruption of teeth in the infant. At 6 months lower central incisors erupt. So first teeth which is usually erupted as the lower central incisors. At 9 months upper central incisors erupt, then lower lateral incisors, and then upper lateral incisors. So this is the pattern of appearance of teeth in the infant. So first there will be lower central incisors, then there will be upper central incisors, then lower lateral two side incisors, then the upper lateral incisors. So this is the pattern in which the dentition happens. So at 1 year we can expect nearly 6 to 8 deciduous tooths. So this is the number of teeth which can be expected in many of the children during this first 12 months or first 1 year. At 1 year we can expect 6 to 8 teeth. So this is the appearance or eruption of teeth. So initially in the first 6 to 12 months we can see that central incisors and upper central incisors, and in some children we can see the lateral incisors, lower lateral incisors, and the upper lateral incisors. So usually 6 to 8 teeth are expected in a 1 year baby. So number of teeth of infant we can calculate if the child is less than 12 months. Okay, we have to see that the number of an infant we can calculate. So if the child is less than 12 months only we can calculate this, or we can use this formula, age in months minus 6. Okay, if the child is with 7 months of age, we can expect one teeth for the baby. If the child is with 8 months, the child can have two teeth. If the child is with 12 months, again the child will have approximately 6 teeth. So this is the calculation formula on teeth of infant, calculating the number of teeth an infant. So hope you all are clear what we've discussed in today's class. So in today's class we have seen who is an infant, what is an infancy period, and some of the growth and the proportional changes we have discussed. So growth in terms of weight of the baby and what is the proportional changes in the weight of the baby. Second was regarding the length of the baby and the proportional changes in the length of the baby, head circumference, chest circumference, then vital signs we have seen, and the other one was the eruption of teeth or dentition of the infant. So thank you for watching the video.